Okay, in this video I'm going to walk you through Spotify. It's right there, the green dot. That's your music app I downloaded for you. I really love it. I listen to it a lot. It's internet radio, so it streams music. It comes through the internet and it plays through your tablet, but it doesn't actually save on your tablet unless you choose to download it. I listen to it free. So I put up with the ads, but I thought you and Garen would not really enjoy listening to music if it kept getting interrupted with obnoxious ads. So you have the premium version. Tap on that. Whoops. Just tap. There we go. So when you come to the Spotify home screen, it's kind of this sea of music, and a lot of it is music you won't listen to, just kind of ads that they put out there. But once you start saving music, they try to give you choices that you'll like. So you'll notice up here, for fans of James Galway, I put in that you like James Galway. And so they start making some suggestions, either of his other albums or people like him. So it's good for the artists. They get exposure. It's good for you because it gets more and more personalized for music that they think you will like. But I almost never spend time on the home screen. Down here at the bottom, home, search. You can search by an artist like James Galway. You could search by a composer like Bach for a particular piece of music you're looking for. There's just a tremendous amount of music on Spotify that you can listen to. Any kind of music. You know, it's not just pop music. It's classical music. It's sort of everything. Your library. This is where you're going to want to go most. So this is music you have saved. You can also do podcasts. I haven't gotten into podcasts, but you might enjoy that. So here you go. We have playlists. I've started a Dulcimer playlist for you because I know my dad likes Dulcimer, so I like listening to some of these albums, and so I started building a Dulcimer playlist also for you guys. Then artists. I looked up and saved James Galway because he's an artist that I know you like. Let me get that focused a bit better. So other artists, you might want to look for Joshua Bell or Yo-Yo Ma or other musicians that you like. Albums, I saved a few. So there's Handel's Messiah. There are a bunch of different versions, in fact, of Handel's Messiah on Spotify, so you can save the one that you like. Bach's Cello Suites. There's Yo-Yo Ma, my buddy. There's another Bach album. So I saved these three. So it's just for you to get at them without having to go looking for them. You save an album. And you can listen to it anytime that you're online. If you're not online, I'll tell you how to do that in a minute. So artists, if you want to look for someone else, you hit add artists. Whoops, and I guess this one wants to be this way. Wants to be in portrait. Choose more artists to follow. And so they put up some suggestions, but if you don't really want to listen to Barbra Streisand, you might like Wolfgang. Otherwise, there's a search box. Touch the search box. Cursor starts flashing, keyword comes up, and you can search and find who you want. I'm going to hit the back button up there. I'm going to hit it again. Wait, there's no back button up there, so I'm going to go down here at the bottom and hit that back button. Skip. I don't want to choose any more artists right now. I'm going to turn it back, floop, and landscape, because that's easier for me to take videos. Okay, so that's where you'd add more artists, but say you actually want to listen to your artist. So you click on James Galway. It brings up some popular kind of top songs by him that you could listen to. Push up, there's some information, other people you might want, and then down here are albums that he's on. So if you don't have a particular album saved by him, just the artist, you can choose an album. Or you can hit shuffle play up here, and that will just give you a random shuffle of all the music that they have that's tagged with James Galway. So it could be from a James Galway album. It could be one of the tracks from The Lord of the Rings that he was playing in. So that's a random shuffle on the artist. You can also do that for an album. It will shuffle up all the songs kind of on one CD. Or on a playlist, it will shuffle up the songs you saved on a playlist. Okay, and then what if I hit shuffle play? What's going to happen? I think I have your volume on low. There we go. It starts playing. You'll notice down here, The Way We Were, Marvin Hallis, etc., etc. This is what's playing, but actually this is what I look at the most. You touch on that. It gives you the picture of the album it's from. There's the song and all that, your pause button. skipping forward and backward. If you're on shuffle play, it will just skip to the next random song. You know, but if you're on an album listening to it in order, it'll do the next song. So I can skip. There we go. Here's another random piece of music, but James Galway is the flute player. Because you have premium, you can skip around as much as you want. It's not going to stick ads in the middle of your music. So you can kind of explore that way. Okay. If I want to get out of the kind of music playing window and go back to search for other songs, I'm going to pause. I don't have to. I could listen to music while I search. But for this video, I'm going to pause. Down arrow makes that go away, but it's still there at the bottom. The most recent song you were paused at, is down there. I'm going to go back. Instead of artists, I'm going to do albums. Maybe I want to look at my Cello Suites album here. So here's the album. It sees that you saved it. Touch that again if you want to unsave it. You kind of didn't like it after all, but I think you will. So I'll touch back again to save it. Shuffle play up there. If you want to play it in order, you just touch the first song and it'll start playing, and it should start playing in order. I love the Cello Suites. So touch on that. Gives you your album, your song playing. This is usually how I leave Spotify. Then I might touch my home screen because I might be doing something else. I might want to go to Ralph's and do my grocery shopping while I listen to music, but you'll notice the app is still open and you can hear the music. If you want to get back to it, there are two ways of doing it. You can bring up your open apps and click on it. Or the other thing you can do from your home screen is, I know it's playing in Spotify, I just touch Spotify again and it will jump back and open the app to wherever the app is. It's not going to open a new session of Spotify the way on a computer it opens up maybe multiple sessions of Microsoft Word or your browser. With apps, you touch them again, it just brings you right back to the same app, whatever it's doing. Right now it's doing the Cello Suites. So that to bring it up, that down arrow to bring it down. But you see here, download, this is an option you have on premium. There's a little on-off button that toggles there. Right now it's not downloaded to your tablet. I'm listening to it because I have Wi-Fi at home, and so it's coming through the internet into my tablet, out of my speakers and into my ears. And most of the time I'm going to want to do this because I don't want to save just tons and tons of music on my tablet if I listen to it a lot at home. But say you're going out, say maybe you're going out to chemo. I don't know if you have Wi-Fi there, but if you're stuck there for a while, you might enjoy having some music to listen to without having to bring along a lot of stuff. So actually all you need is your tablet and to remember to download something. So I'm going to go ahead and toggle that on. And now you see there's a little status thing going there. So now it's downloading this album, and you have that with premium. You can download music and save it to your tablet, and as long as you have that subscription to Spotify, to premium, it lets you have that saved on your tablet. Now, if you canceled your subscription, you would lose that, and so that's kind of a way that people can't just, go for a month, pay for a month subscription and save it all. But that's kind of the way music has gone now, is towards these subscription services rather than owning music. And so downloaded, now it says downloaded, that means that it's been saved there. And so if I were to take this with me out on the road, don't have Wi-Fi anymore, let me pause this. Take this out on the road, I don't have Wi-Fi anymore, I can still listen to this album because I went and chose this album to download. You wouldn't go download a whole artist, but you could go to James Galway and find an album you liked and download that one. Save 3 or 4 hours worth of music to take with you. Then when you're done, maybe the next time you're getting ready to go out, you said, okay, I want to save some more music. I listened to that last time, I don't really want that one anymore. Take that off, and it should take it off of your tablet. Okay, I'm going to turn it back on so you have at least one thing. So see it downloading again. Have to re-download it when you turn off that button. Turn it back on, it has to re-download, but it happens really quickly. There it is. So I'm going to leave you with Bach Cello Suites saved on your tablet. And so you just open up, I think, Spotify as usual. It wouldn't give you the millions of options, but you would be able to listen to anything you've downloaded. So there are your albums. So, okay, how do I get more albums? right, on artists, I can add artists, playlists, create playlists. I can make a new playlist, maybe of James Galway. How do I get more albums? Well, I have to look for them. So maybe I want to search for another album. We talked about Joshua Bell. So here I'm going to search in albums because I want to find a particular, as I type Joshua, it brought up Joshua Bell, the artist. So I'm not yet saving him as an artist, but if I go to him, there he is, some of his most popular songs. I keep going down till I start seeing what look like CD covers of his albums. What's one that I want to save? Bach. I love Bach. We have a lot of Bach. Oh, see all albums. See, the albums stop and they start going down to singles and other things here, but he has a lot more albums. So if I click on that, I say, yes, show me all the albums, all the CDs. And let's see, the 50 Greatest Violin Pieces by Joshua Bell. Let's click on that. That sounds like a good album. Oh yeah, this is a great one. Oh, I tapped it by mistake, started playing. Doesn't bother me, but I might pause it. There we go, down. Back here. I'm going to save this album though. I wanted my saved albums. I want to listen to it later. I'll decide later if I want to download it or not. So I'm not going to turn that on. I'm not going to save it to my tablet. Save here doesn't mean save to your tablet. Save means save it in your Spotify account. So it's in your albums. I go my back button again. If I get tired of going through the back buttons, I can just go down here, your library. Take me back to my music library. Let's see if it's saved in my albums. There it is. Now I have another one saved in my albums. Go back. There it is. I can shuffle, hit the green shuffle play button, and it will play this album in random order. I want to start at the beginning. I just touch the first song on the list. It will start playing from track 1. If I want to download it, turn that on. I can save it to listen to when I'm not signed into Wi-Fi. If I don't want to save it anymore, I touch that again, and it won't show up in my albums. Okay. I want to see whatever I'm playing most recently. Here it is. The other thing, if you listened to this album all the way through, at the end, it wouldn't stop playing. It would choose for you something that it thought you would like, based on the fact that you're listening to this album by Joshua Bell. It might give you another of his albums, another classical violin album. This is how Spotify introduces you to new music, and I think it's kind of a nice setting. It's like listening to a radio station that you like. I like classical music, listen to classical radio. I get exposed to new things as well as things I know. If you decide that you don't want it, you just want it to play Joshua Bell and stop, that is a setting you can change, but I've left it on to just keep on playing once the album runs out, to keep on playing other related things until you tell it to stop. Okay. If I put it on play, go back to my home screen, I can do other things on my tablet, and the music will keep playing in the background. I can even tap once on the power button to sleep it. The screen will also go to sleep on its own after 5 minutes. Music keeps playing, just like a computer. Oh, I'm ready to pause my music. Tap, swipe. Oh, you'll notice something. Before I swipe, go back here. You're not going to let me. Okay. Tap. Let's look at Wake Up again. Here it says Spotify, the song that's being played. You don't even have to unlock your tablet to pause it, because you might just want to pause the music quickly. Maybe someone calls on the phone. You don't have to unlock it. It's just there. You can hit play again. But maybe I want to be all the way done. Put in my pin, hit OK. There's my home screen. Spotify, I can touch that to bring up Spotify. That's the quickest way. Or I can touch all my apps. Tap it to get it big. Pause. There is no stop because it's not a physical CD. Pause is basically the same as stop, but the program remembers where your music is. I'm ready to close Spotify. See all my apps. Goodbye. Now the music is stopped and it's done. It's all closed. And you'll notice the See Apps button, there's nothing open. Touch my screen, back to my home screen. I hope that's helpful. I think you could have a lot of fun with Spotify, finding music you like, maybe music you haven't heard in a long time, as well as some new stuff. Let me know if you have any questions.